So we're going up, all the way down. So Melissa has high extensor tone, so she sits back. So I tried to flex her forward, massage to her low back. So we reached a year with therapy and just decided to keep Melissa on the caseload because she was benefiting so much.
That feels good.
Melissa is always so good in telling me how she feels. As a PTA, I find it really fulfilling that I'm able to contribute, helping promote independence and mobility. How are you feeling, Melissa? Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you take another deep breath? Yeah.
Our clinical services department is made up of physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. Though we're 3 different disciplines, we touch upon so many aspects of a client's life. As an adult clinical services department, we see our individuals with a variety of intellectual and developmental disabilities. So that would be things ranging from autism to Down syndrome to cerebral palsy and everything in between.
Katie has hemiplegia, which means one side of her body has been affected. In particular with her right hand, it's gotten very, very tight. So what I was trying to do with her is relax the muscles in her hand so that she's not fisted and her wrist bent like this.
She was so tight in her wrist. Now she can move the wrist and her hand, and I've seen right away an improvement. Unbelievable. It worked so well.
Clap. Yay!
There's a variety of reasons why clinical services are important. As the ICF population has aged, we are seeing more and more rehab stays, which is what prompted the decision to create our own collaboration with the clinic and our day services to do it in-house.
We have the therapists here on hand, and they work directly with the individual and with the staff that's working with the individual in their homes. So it's ongoing, and it's a whole team approach.
If Clearbrook didn't have the clinic, the clients would have to be sent out for OT, PT, and speech. When a client is gone for a period of a couple months, they usually come back declined, and then there is a setback in their skills and their mobilities.
There's nothing that our team at Clearbrook can't do that they're doing at rehab. The only difference is if they come back to us at Clearbrook, we know our clients. We know what motivates them. We know what their baseline is. We've seen it before they left.
When they go to the hospital, we put them on an unfunded bed hold. So it's really important to us that they have their spot to come back. So we're committed to holding that bed without payment, but there are financial implications to that. Rehab stays can be lengthy, which impacts our ability to serve the rest of the people in the facility and continue to operate.
We operate on a bare bones budget because a lot of what we do is non-billable. So we have to get creative with how we do our therapy and where we do our therapy. This is one of 2 designated physical therapy spaces, a treatment room. It also doubles as an office space too. This is where our speech therapist team is designated. Some of these resources are really outdated. It's from 1981, so you can see why some of our stuff might need an update. You want to see why we need more space? This is why we need more space. We just don't have a good place to put all this stuff, so it's all kind of just piled in one room on top of each other. And then in here, this is another PT treatment room, but again, really doubles as office space. So you can see like 4 wheelchairs and a few different walkers that are just here because we really don't have anywhere else to put them right now. Give us more room to better organize our materials so that we can more effectively use this stuff with our clients. We do the best we can, but we don't have a lot here, as you can tell. Right now, because we don't really have great dedicated space to do what we do, where like treatment rooms are doubling as storage space and
stuff like that. So I think that's where having these extra funds to create a dedicated rehab day service could be really, really helpful.
This is the current Riley building, and this space is where we're proposing for the new rehab-based day program to be. It's an entire building, so it's a lot of space. Clients, when they're not receiving therapy services, they would be working with our staff in a room like this. So clients will engage in a variety of groups in here. They'll work with their direct support staff in this room here. That's Jack. This is a smaller room that we would dedicate a therapy space. This we're envisioning our occupational therapy, physical therapy, or speech therapists to work in this room. We're hoping to turn this space into a snooze-a-lin sensory room. In a rehab-based day program, we're proposing for this room to become more of a true PT gym, a physical therapy space.
I think what makes me most excited about a rehab-based day program is having a dedicated environment to work on a client's therapy goals.
When we have the right equipment and the time and the space to do so, I think that our outcomes will be much better.
And then as we have our own program and have the resources, we can buy the specialized equipment that we need for our client base that a regular rehab center may not have because they're serving a different population.
We're going to make sure that whatever stage in life you're at, we're going to deliver what you need. And for those people who are older, where their bodies begin to fail, having these kind of services, this kind of therapy means they don't have to live in pain or be limited, that they can still live a full life into their older years so that it's a good life.